Hey everybody, again here with a hidden gem in my opinion, found footage flick from 2014, Chasing the Devil. Now you will think, oh devils, we heard that enough, demons, devils, hauntings, it's always the same. But it's directed by Mark Heber. I've never heard of him. So listen, this movie, the unique thing about this movie is that the devil is usually, he chases a victim, but in this movie the devil is chased by this paranormal team. Patrick is the brother of the sister. That's why he called. First of all, his sister was hanged, pretty gory, and in a brutal way. And you've got this idea, okay? And he showed all these, at the end of the movie, because it starts. He's standing in front of the camera and saying all these things. He sent it to a police commissioner, a head parapsychological psychologic teacher at the UA University, and the bishop. They all died. They all died because they seen the movie. When you see the movie, you die. So basically, when you see the movie, you'll die. Now, Patrick wants, of course, closure. He and Frank, his friend is doing the camera work, and he hires a paranormal investigation crew. But first of all, he wants to see if they're not fake. So we got Becky. Well, I'm not sure what she's doing there in that. The weird thing is they got a crew with them, but nobody's really doing things except Grunt, who's the technician, and then Thomas, who's the psychic. Okay, so and Becky is just okay. Becky, she's the eye candy. She's a beautiful lady. Okay, they, the Grunt is the guy who puts all the cameras in the house. Now they go to the bedroom where she was killed, and Thomas the psyche is getting a seizure, like, oh, he's still here, get me out. And he goes out. After that, he says, we have to go back in. You gotta be kidding me. Reluctant as they are, they go back in. He's still here, he says. Did you kill the girl? Who are you? And then when they get in, the ventilator is, where she was hanging on, is working, and then blood comes from the walls. So he says he's gone. So then Patrick takes a sample. He knows a guy at the force doing homicide, and they come up with the fact that it's blood. Okay, blood from a accountant that they will see how that accountant Darren Kepler, that's the accountant's name. I mean, he apparently was arrested for fraud a few times, and they go to his house uninvited, just without any contact, and the door is open and he says, come in. Eventually they come in, and he's on the kitchen table. Hey, Patrick, I got something to say to you. He puts a fucking knife in his eyeball and he falls down, all that blood. And there are a few Hebrew signs in the blood. So he was possessed. The thing is, okay, so this demon basically hops from one person to another person really easy. It doesn't need to do shit for it. It can hop in you, it can hop in you, it doesn't need anything. There are a few things you can do, a few amulets if you carry these amulets, but the weird thing, especially in the end of the movie, they have the amulets, but they don't use the amulets. I still don't understand it. They need to have the element. If they have the amulet, they don't get possessed. But okay, I'm not gonna spoil this one because it's a hidden gem. I like you guys to see it. What I can say is they go to they get a social security number, and they end up with two people. One is deceased. One is a girl named Taylor, or Haley, sorry, and they call, and the mama ask who she's on the other side, and Thomas saying she's in pain. Who? Your daughter. How do you know this? I feel this. Okay, they go to Haley. They ask, can we please put some cameras here and there, hidden cameras, and of course the witching hour, 3 o'clock at midnight. She comes up. She knows where one of the hidden cameras are, and she licks on it and smiles. And after seeing this, okay, they wanna come back at the same hour to try to take this demon out. Then the girl is sitting on one of the steps of the one of the steps, and she is saying like, don't let them hurt me. That's what she says. Don't let them hurt me. And then when Patrick sees her face, she's like laughing, and he says, I know who you are. I know we're gonna get you out. And then he gets excruciating pain on his chest. Apparently, the demon has cut something in his chest, an old biblical verse. So they go back and see what it means. And apparently it's about a demon that has been there forever and believes she is the woman version of Satan. Now they go to the house at 3 o'clock midnight, and she of course is completely, she gets turned, and then you get the typical things, the distorted voice, the sexual remarks, come down on me, and things like that. And she coughs up a coin, puts in her vagina. You want the coin, come and get it. And then she force pulls Thomas on her, and the dad he says, get off my daughter, and he gets pushed away. Then Thomas gets pushed back, and the demon is saying, you see, I can do everything I want. I wanted you to come at me. I wanted to stay there. I can hop inside everybody's body here without a thing. And I mean, before all this happened, the demon scratched Becky's arm, and the only guy who goes to help her is Grant. And then you've got the Psyche. Now, the Psyche is such an useless figure. Okay, in the beginning, he's okay, he's fine, he knows things, okay, he's trying to talk to her, but then, okay, when they get out of the house, he says, they're fine, they're safe now, but he's doing the girl when she's doing fucked up shit, he's just standing there. He's not saying a word. And yeah, so that bothered me in a way. He's a psychic. You should, I mean, he's a leader of the paranormal group. You should think he should see more of the demon and provoke it, maybe even in a way. But of course, when you hunt the demon, it stops being the hunted, and it will get to you, of course. So at some point, the six of them are in the house, and they're saying, "Fuck this! I'm going home. It's getting freaky enough," and they can't get home. He wants to open the door, but he gets flown away, and then he does it again, and he gets flown away again. And apparently, there is a sign somewhere inside the room or somewhere on the computer. I'm in one of you now. So you see, it's starting to retaliate. So, and that's what I'm gonna just keep unspoiled. I can tell you that the third act, the movie starts off with immediate tension, immediate gore, and like the sister that hangs there, the guy that gets just a knife in the second act through his fucking head, and then of course in the third act a lot of people die, hands being chopped off, throats being sliced by their own, eyes being gouged out. I mean, it's pretty gory. It's got tension, it's got gore. It's an interesting idea that they are chasing the devil, but of course at some point the devil is tired of being chased and they hunts them, and of course we get the same story we get in other paranormal movies, but the difference is that there's a lot of gore, yeah. So the only thing, like I said, that bothered me was Becky. What the fuck was she doing there, and what was her deal? Grant, I understand, he was a technician, and the psychic Thomas and Patrick was taking the lead. Always he was saying to the devil, "You gotta get out of it." So, and Thomas was just standing there. He should be the one trying to, use his mental powers and shit like that, but he doesn't. Okay, but besides that, the movie is really good. It's especially if not, it's a one-time watch for sure. So it gets a 5.0 on IMDb, and I have to say 6.3. That's the Blair Witch Project. That's one of the best there is. So found footage movies getting in the 5 and in between 5 and 6 or above 6, that these are the ones that are mentioning, word mentioning, word seeing. So yeah, Chasing the Devil 2014, look it up. I think it's free on Tubi. So there you go. See you next time. Bye.